Alright, so this is my homework assignment too. My name is Shazo Zahobian. So for this, we had I split it up into three different parts. We had to use a for loop to do a count down, a while loop to go count up, and then another one where it just alerts and logs it in the console. So first of all, I'll go ahead and demo that. So this is a countdown. It goes from 10 to all the way down to 0. This is a counter that goes 1 to 10. Alright, and this is just a alert with a variable and a text in it. I'll show you the code in a second. So I'll just go here. So this was my different JavaScripts. So this one was countdown, simple for loop, starts at 10, counts down all the way until it reaches -1. Counter up, we use the while loop, starts at 11, doesn't show the 11, but alerts, and it goes down to all the way to, starts at 0, counts up all the way up to 11, but doesn't show 11, and it starts at 1. And then the function, the last part of it was to alert and to log it in a console. So in this part, we were told to use a variable and a string. So I used 2017 as a variable and a text variable of the year is, and I included a dot. So that's the alert that you see, and also log two things: console log, where it shows the same thing, that the year is 2017, and also this message, which I will show you in a second. If I go back here, I inspect it, and if we go to console, as you can see, these are the two things that are only output to the console. And when using console.log, the output will only be in the console, and no one else will be able to see it unless they have DevTools. So that's that. Pretty much then I'll show you how to change stuff, and the elements tab pretty much splits up the HTML, and on this side you can see different styles code. The styles part is where CS is just split up into that specific part. So right now we're at P, or part 1, for example. Let's say we want to change the color from yellow to orange, right? And as you can see, you can do it right there instantly, or let's say you want to just hide it completely. Go none. Oh, misspelled that. And it goes away, but I'll just leave that for now. I think it was block. Perfect. So that's how you can change some of the elements there. Another place you can change it in is in sources. You can, let's say, change the background completely. This gives you the actual code that was written by me. So this was my CSS. As you can see, the HTML, I used the background for gray. The header, I made it 100% wide. That's for this, and centered it and put some colors. Made 60 for the top part and 30 for the bottom. And then you use the uppercase. This was for this. And then we have dot stuff, center aligned. Again, that's everything here. And then we have 3 parts for dot stuff class. We use class. That's why you see a period there. And for the ID tags, part 1, 2, and 3, as you can see here, I used the ID tags, and pretty much split them up evenly so it looks nice. And here I made it very split it evenly by doing width 100 here, and then for each part I made a float to the left and made the width 30%, and I also added some padding, so that's why it looks very neat and nice. And whether or not you resize it, it should like automatically adjust. So what else is there? So you can pretty much, using DevTools, you can do a lot of things. You can mess around with the code itself. Let's say I can change my name to from my first name to just my nickname. Oh well, I can't do it here. I must have to do it here. So I'll just inspect it instead of. That's one thing I use a lot, is just double click, and you just type Shack and hit enter. And there you go, change that. So what else can you, there's a bunch of things you can do. This again shows the separated style, and then if you go on computer, it gives you like the things that are written, just like taken automatically from, regular settings. You have margins, you have borders, you have paddings. And one thing I didn't like really know until now is this, the margin, and like the computer, I never used it until now. This, like, I was always wondering like, why is my spacing so much there? And that was because of the margin. And let's say I want to do it 0, I can make it look, much tighter. Or if I want to actually make it wider and stuff, this like helps a lot. So this little tool, this is a new discovery to myself specifically. And so that's what computer does. It's really cool, and again, it gives you a bunch of other things that you can mess around with. This event lister pretty much shows you what events are like happening. There's an event for each one of these buttons, obviously. So there's this one here. If you go here, there won't be any events. If you go here, that shows you one event. If you go here, there's an event. And of course, if you go here on click, there's an event which releases the jQuery script. And these are where the breakpoints are. You can set breakpoints by just right-clicking and setting one of these. Let's say no removal right there, and it sets it. Console, what it does is pretty much outputs like a bunch of information, errors, anything can be shown here. Pretty much anything. Sources, this is again where all the files that are used for this. Right now I only have 3, but let's say you have images or anything like that, it should be here too. And then you can pull it up and just actually see the hard written code. Network, this is useful for other things, which I'll show you, especially with the Ajax in a second. Timeline, this is when, if any changes occur, you can use this and see what was like added or removed, let's say files downloaded or uploaded, etc. Profiles, just then you got applications. Obviously my thing is very simple, it doesn't actually have any applications, but this is where any applets or anything that was like in the page would show. Securities, just certificates and stuff, and that would be it. So now we'll just go over some of the simple Ajax codes. So in here, this is an Ajax it was used to make the site, and as you can see, every time you click a page, right here a load page comes out. So page 1 is just load page, page 3 is the kitten was loaded once. If you refresh this site, let's say started at page 1, right? There is nothing here, load page. As soon as you hit page 2, again, another load page comes out. Page 3, you get the kitten, you have 11 requests total. Then page 4, again, another load page. And afterwards, the only thing it's gonna do is it's only gonna add page loads. It's not gonna load the kitten again. It's only gonna do it once. That's what I also learned. I thought it would do it again. I don't know why, but it would make sense for it to download just once. But that's pretty much the basics of Ajax and how to use it. And that is my homework. Thank you.